Macron said yesterday that the next 8 to 10 days will be crucial for reaching a peaceful settlement, a ceasefire. To achieve this, it is necessary to increase the pressure on Russia, which has been already decided on. What does the Kremlin think about the timeline and the methods?
Well, look. It feels like France doesn't bother to listen to President Putin's statement. To our regret, President Putin has repeatedly said that Russia is ready to start the negotiation process without any preconditions. We have heard no response from the Kiev regime so far. President Putin showed a goodwill gesture and announced yesterday that a temporary ceasefire would be declared during the Victory Day holiday. We haven't heard the reaction of the Kiev regime to this either. And for now, it is quite difficult to see whether the Kiev regime is going to join this or not. With this in view, to talk about the need to increase some kind of pressure, once again confirms that European capitals are more committed to continuing the war, unfortunately. We, however, are focused on the ongoing efforts to bring the process to a peaceful settlement.
Dmitry Sergeyevich, the president, has repeatedly expressed his readiness for direct negotiations, including talks with Ukraine on the settlement.
Yes, without any preconditions.
Given that Volodymyr Zelensky is illegitimate, who can we talk to there? And at what level on our side?
There are indeed legal issues concerning his legitimacy. But in this case, our interests in reaching a peaceful settlement process are above all else. The first priority is to start this negotiation process. Everything else is secondary.
Has the Kremlin seen Zelensky's statements about the ceasefire, claiming it's a manipulation and that it should be concluded for 30 days?
Yes, we have seen them. But when talking about such a long-term ceasefire, it is crucial to consider the nuances that President Putin mentioned in the Kremlin. This is also important. Without addressing these issues, it's difficult to agree on such a long-term ceasefire, as President Putin stated. We should simply recall these words each time.
And what about calling this ceasefire a manipulation?
Well, I would say that manipulation is more about not giving a direct response to such an initiative by President Putin. This is more than manipulation. Yet, we still hope that this peaceful initiative by Putin will be assessed. Because we haven't heard any assessment of this from European capitals, we haven't heard any assessment from Ukraine. Thus, it becomes obvious who really wants peace and who is a warmonger.
Could you comment on Patrushev, who said today that humanity faces a choice between bloody wars or a just world order?
Patrushev is the Kremlin. Do you want me to comment on the Kremlin? Ask Patrushev.
Dmitri Sergeyevich, does the president plan to reward DPRK soldiers who distinguished themselves in the Kursk operation?
I'm not aware of such plans at the moment, but this cannot be ruled out, of course.
Will they participate in the Victory Day parade?
I can't say for sure. You need to check with the Defense Ministry.
Russian MP Partapolov said today that a new assignment is being prepared for the DPRK troops. Is it possible that they will further participate in the special military operation?
When it comes to military assignments, you should ask the Defense Ministry. We do not comment on this as usual.